All right, today I'm going to talk a little bit about free plus shipping funnels, and should you be using them? What are the pros and cons? Because there definitely are situations where they should be used and they're massively valuable, and situations where they should not be used and they'll just end up causing you more trouble than they are worth, and maybe even money. So let's talk through free plus shipping. This is an area that we have a lot of experience in. We've built a couple of our own brands, e-commerce brands. One was launched almost entirely on free plus shipping to build up, the initial branding and the initial customer base, the initial email list. And from there, the brand grew and grew, and we still do a small amount of free plus shipping now that that's established. And a secondary brand was built kind of partially on free plus shipping too, and we've done some of these for clients who wanted to implement free plus shipping funnels or for e-commerce. All right, but there are definitely pros and cons and brands that should and shouldn't be using these. So that's what we're going to look at today, and whether they're a good fit for your business. And we also are giving away the free plus shipping template that we use to build all of our free plus shipping campaigns. So it has a free plus shipping offer and then multiple upsells that you can sell other products in, and it's great for Facebook ads. And we're giving that to you in the link below this video. It's in ClickFunnels, and you can put that template into your ClickFunnels account and use it for your own business should you want to do free plus shipping. And that one converts really, really well, and it's done well for us for multiple brands. Okay, so let's get into it. So I'm just gonna kind of put some notes on here as we go. So the pros of free plus shipping. Basically, you can build up large lists very quickly. Okay, so this should be one of the primary ways that one of the primary reasons you use free plus shipping. So you can build up not only large customer lists, as in paying customers, in the fact that they've quote unquote given you money. They've paid for the shipping, so they paid like $5, $6 or whatever, and actually done a transaction with your company. So you now have a customer list. You can build one of those up very, very quickly for a low cost, typically a couple of dollars per sale if you're using Facebook ads. And obviously, if you're thinking long term and building a brand, then that list is going to be very, very valuable if you know what you're doing with email marketing and you have other products to sell them, and you're not just trying to do quick free plus shipping and then quit. So if you're trying to build a brand and build up a list of customers quickly that you can then monetize in the future and build a real relationship with, free plus shipping is a fantastic way to do that. Okay. Now, the next pro is not just building a customer list, but also building a massive email list. So you might get a couple of thousand customers or even more from a free plus shipping campaign. Definitely a lot more is possible. But if you're using an opt-in, an email opt-in at the start of your free plus shipping funnel, like what we do, and like in the example template we're giving you, you can build up a way bigger just subscriber email list. Okay, so you might have, let's just say you get 5,000 free plus shipping customers. Okay, you might have another 10 or 15,000 emails for people that showed interest in an offer, didn't actually go ahead with the free plus shipping, but they're still interested in your market, and these people can be marketed to over time. So those two things right there are very, very, very valuable. Okay, customer list and subscriber list. And if you have a plan for actually dealing with these people over the long term, this can be worth a lot. Like 10 to 15,000 people on a list can be very, very valuable. And if you're getting those people at a profit, you've not even invested any money for those. You can actually make money and get a very big customer list and subscriber list to market to right off the bat. Okay. Another really good benefit of free plus shipping is product validation. Okay, so you can, if you're kind of in the startup stage and you have some ideas, the market, you have some product ideas, you don't necessarily want to, or you don't necessarily have the time or resources to go out and build a full e-commerce, fully built out Shopify or Magento store or whatever. you can put together a very quick funnel, a really professional looking, trustworthy funnel that people are more than willing to buy from. Again, we're going to give you the template for this below this video, and you can just launch ads to that. You can build that in like a day or so, and you can validate your idea, validate your product, validate the market, and you can put a couple of $100s in Facebook ads or wherever you want to advertise, and very quickly you're going to see, is this something that could potentially be profitable for us? Are we getting emails and customers in at a profit? Are we slightly losing money, or are we breaking even? And if you're breaking even or making money with a free plus shipping campaign, you might be thinking, okay, this is something that could potentially be scaled. This could be something that we could build a brand off of if we go about it the right way. So it's a very quick way to enter a market, okay? Thirdly, big brands are using this, all right? And you might say, well, why is that a pro? Why is it a pro that big brands are using this? Well, it's a pro because it shows you like the long-term profitability for this model is there, okay? So what free plus shipping is often associated with is, people just drop shipping from China or whatever, and they're just trying to make a quick dollar, and they're just trying to do high volume and make some money, and then go and move on to the next product. And that's often what free plus shipping is look like, and that you end up generating customers that are not happy, and like you don't really have any long-term value in the list that you're building and things like that. But if you do it correctly and you actually have a strategy and like a real like long-term plan, that is not true, and that's why big brands are doing this. So if you look at, for example, Thrive Market is a massive one. Thrive Market is huge, okay? So these guys just kind of came into like the organic food market, like an organic online grocery store. They really kind of took a massive amount of market share out of nowhere. So you can see they get 2.7 million visitors estimated per month, around the 3 million mark lately, to thrivemarket.com. And I can tell you that they built a large part of their business on free plus shipping, because it was all over Facebook. They would do like things like this jar of peanut butter or whatever, or some of their best selling products. They would launch them as free plus shipping campaigns, where they would say, get this jar, pay $6 shipping and handling or whatever. They are probably breaking even or losing a little bit of money on that initial transaction. However, they then had this huge customer database and marketing database that they knew how to use, and then over time they're selling you more and more products from their store. So Thrive Market have done multiple free plus shipping offers. The peanut butter one, I've seen probably this product here or some version of coconut oil that was everywhere for a while. It was all over Facebook, but also they were doing sponsored email with other brands. So I subscribe to various different like healthy like living type stuff and paleo type things and things like that, and all these other companies were sending out mailings for Thrive Market promoting these free plus shipping, and they were paying other brands to get people into their free plus shipping funnel. So when a brand with this kind of investment behind them, this is like a multi-million-dollar brand, when they're putting that much of effort into building a customer base from free plus shipping, that they understand the long-term value. If you know how to like nurture these people and turn them into kind of loyal longer-term customers, not just a kind of one-and-done people that are after this initial deal, this is like a very viable long-term business model if it's done correctly, if the customer expectations are managed, okay? So this brand here is a huge brand that has been built on large part through free plus shipping to build a massive customer list. And they were able to do that and take a big segment of an extremely competitive market, okay? So it's not just kind of like fly-by-night, short-term minded like e-commerce businesses and things like that that are doing things like this. It is real kind of quote-unquote real-world brands as well. And free plus shipping is not some new idea. It might be new to you. You might have just seen it floating around online in Facebook groups and things like that. But quote-unquote like more traditional real businesses have been doing free plus shipping for a very long time with the exact same purpose, to build up a customer list that they can then nurture and kind of get long-term value out of. Okay, so those are the main pros of free plus shipping, and profitability is a good one too, because this is not something that you necessarily have to do to break even or even lose money in return for building a list. You can do it profitably. Okay. Now, what a lot of brands do, like the Thrive Market did this. They will do the free plus shipping offer, but they won't immediately try and upsell you on other products necessarily. So they might be losing money on the front end. But if you use our free plus shipping strategy in the template we give you for ClickFunnels below this video, we will allow you to. We'll give you a free plus shipping process that has multiple offers in it, multiple products, and if you have good products and you know how to advertise them, you can actually end up making a very profitable campaign out of your free plus shipping campaign, while also building up your lists. Okay. Now, the final pro is kind of a controversial one, but I think this does exist. Now, a lot of people kind of associate free plus shipping with, customers are going to be annoyed, they're going to feel scammed, they might feel they're paying just a huge shipping price for a product that's probably not worth that much. Yes, that can happen. However, on the flip side of that, if you can find a good product that your market is hungry for, that people are paying real money for on Amazon, and offer it as a free plus shipping deal, you've kind of turned those tables, and you now have a situation where you're building huge goodwill in your market, rather than annoying people if you're trying to take shortcuts and just give them super cheap products that aren't really worth anything. If you can put together a really good, valuable deal where the customer does think they genuinely are, getting something that's better than they would get on Amazon in terms of price and things like that, for this one-off promotion you're doing, you're actually going to build up a customer and subscriber list that are happy with you, that are, they have a feeling of goodwill towards you because they feel that you gave them this deal. Okay, so it can be a good branding tool, a good tool to build, responsive lists that are, start off on a good foot with your business. From the get-go, okay, but you have to kind of do things properly, and we'll talk about that more in this presentation. So let's move on to the cons. So there are some cons to free plus shipping, and you might be aware of them. You might not be. You need to know your numbers, okay, with free plus shipping. So the margins obviously here are thin. So if you don't have the kind of the mindset where you can pay attention to numbers and closely keep track of, I'm spending this much, it's costing me this much to fulfill my products, and this is what I've got left over, and these are my other expenses and things like that, you can run a really big campaign and get thousands of emails and buyers and things like that, and it comes to the end of the month and you're like, oh, I've actually lost money on this campaign because, I didn't know the numbers very well, and it turned out that I was actually losing maybe even a small amount, like 30, 50 cents on every transaction, and I didn't quite realize that at the time, but now all my bills are coming in, I am now a few thousand in the hole. Okay, I built up this customer list, but I did not want to lose this money doing it. So you need to be able to track the numbers. You need to be able to know, this is what I can pay per sale, this is what my fulfillment costs are, and this is how my funnel performs, and these are the numbers I need to hit, and you need to hit those numbers, otherwise you're going to be worse than break even, and you want to be break even at minimum with free plus shipping, and hopefully in some kind of moderate level of profit, and in some cases like a very good level of profit if you have your upsells in and things like that. Okay, so the second con is that shortcuts don't really work. Okay, so a lot of people, their first experience with free plus shipping and seeing people doing it, things like that, it's really just done as a short-term kind of money-making thing. Okay, where you've got some kind of store, it's not really a brand. The store is basically set up for the sole purpose of running ads and trying to get people to buy very low cost products, charging them shipping that just about covers your fulfillment cost plus your ad spend, and making a few dollars per sale, and then just kind of leaving it there and thinking, yep, and then once that product dies, you're moving on to the next product, okay? If you're doing that and just trying to like do things as cheaply as possible and just doing it completely with short-term profit in mind, then you're probably going to run into some problems. You're going to run into customers complaining. You're going to run into customers saying, "Oh, we can see that you're charging us $10 shipping. This product is probably worth $1. We know what you're doing. You're just trying to cover your costs and pretend you're giving something away for free." Okay, so like that kind of free plus shipping happens a lot on Facebook. You'll get bad comments on your Facebook ads. You could get your account banned and things like that. And basically, instead of the feeling of goodwill that we covered just now, if you do things properly and give customers a legitimate deal, you do the opposite and you create a customer list and a subscriber list. Fair enough, but these are people that are just not starting off on the right foot with your business. They feel that they're kind of being conned, and it's not a list of people that you can expect to buy more products from in the future. You can expect to build a brand off of that. Okay, so if you're doing it with short-term, just initial profit in mind, then that is not that's not the best way to go about it. Okay, so the next con, which we've seen a few times, is a lot of the time if you want to get really good quality products for a low cost to make the free plus shipping model viable, where you're at least breaking even on the front end, if not making a profit, you're going to probably need to buy the units of the products you're selling in fairly large quantities, in like thousands or maybe even tens of thousands, after you've initially tested the concept to make sure the product is profitable. Okay, so you really have that option where you buy a large amount of products, you ship them to the United States in wholesale, in like a one batch, and then you fulfill them from here. And the problem with that is obviously your upfront costs are there. You've already paid for the products beforehand, and if you can't move them in a way that is profitable, then you're going to be in the hole in terms of investment. Okay, and you have fulfillment and things like that to deal with. The other side to that coin is if you decide to do the drop shipping route. If you decide to do the drop shipping route with free plus shipping, you've got another set of potential problems. So, like, drop shipping from China can work for sure if you manage customer expectations, definitely. The problem that we found, or that we've kind of really seen with brands trying to do drop shipping and combine free plus shipping, is that a lot of customers are kind of skeptical of free plus shipping already because they see so much of it on Facebook. And when you combine that with the fact that the product might take 2 to 3 weeks to arrive, they've paid for their product, a week later they still haven't got it. Your Facebook ads start to get a lot of comments. Where's my product? I've paid for this. People were kind of unsure anyway. Is this legit? Is it not? And then 10 days go by, they don't have their product, and then you can start to run into problems. And when people start commenting on your ads, then other people start seeing that and commenting, you can run into trouble. Okay, even when you're saying to customers, this is the delivery times and things like that, you can run into trouble. So we find that the China drop shipping model, we actually still do that for some products, but they're all full price products, and you have a different type of buyer when you have full price products, and they don't have the same level of skepticism, and they're more willing to wait for the product because they're not really thinking, oh, is this legit, is this not? You tell them it's going to take 2 weeks, and they wait 2 weeks, and you have very, very few problems or even queries in terms of delivery time. But free plus shipping is a slightly different mindset. When people are going into it, they're a little bit more cautious, so the longer delivery times can kind of cause you a few problems. Okay, and I would say probably the final con is really that the whole concept of free plus shipping is kind of oversold by people promoting e-commerce and trying to get people into Shopify and ClickFunnels and things like that. where it's like, oh, just do free plus shipping and you'll be fine. And as long as you can build up this customer list, this is it. And within you can generate this list at a profit, and then you have 20,000 people on your list, and that's it. You're kind of set. And then email marketing, you make all your money back. It's sold like that when all the considerations we've just gone over are not really considered. And just because you built this list, it doesn't mean they're going to buy for you. And if you're just thinking about it in that way, then you're not. You might end up losing money on the front end, or you might just end up with a list of people that are not buying other stuff from you. Okay, and I guess that kind of leads into something else that just comes to mind. Is you need a longer term plan. All right, so free plus shipping can be great for validating a market, but if you go into it without a longer term plan, you're going to run into the problems where I just said. You need to say, okay, we are going to build this brand. This is the market we want to go into. We're going to test it. We're free plus shipping. If that works, you need to be thinking, okay, when we're building this customer list and subscriber list, what's our strategy going to be to actually turn these people into, kind of longer term repeat customers, brand advocates, and things like that. Okay, so it's easy just to get attracted to the kind of like shiny object of free plus shipping and, oh, I'll have 10,000 customers in like the next month. But you do need a longer term plan, and you need to approach it like Thrive Market are approaching it, and they are using it as a front end mechanism to build a list which they intend to build relationships with very, very heavily, and build their brand with, and send content to, and send their other products to, into like a real store. Okay, so when you have that kind of mindset, then free plus shipping can work. But if you don't have that longer term plan in place, then you're gonna struggle with that. And that's really it for the cons. Okay, so we'll move on to who should use free plus shipping. Okay, so the number one, in my opinion, is if you're building a brand and you have a plan, like we just mentioned. Okay, so you have a brand in mind, you have a product line that you either want to sell or are developing. You come up with one kind of irresistible offer or a couple of offers that you want to test in the marketplace to see if you can capture a large share of your market, get their interest, get them on a list, get them liking your brand, because you are putting together a really solid offer for them that offers them value, that is something that the market wants. And you can do that and offer it free plus shipping. If you can do that, and then if you can acquire those people at a profit, that you have a brand story to give them and new products to give them, free plus shipping could be a great route for you. Okay, it's it is much more applicable for that situation than someone that's just trying to make a quick buck on ClickFunnels or Shopify and basically just try and get as many people as possible that they can make $1 or $2 off of per sale. All right, so you need that long term plan. It's good if you have advertising experience. Okay, and I mean like Facebook ads is the main one for free plus shipping offers, at least for us and our clients. So it can be tough to jump into free plus shipping as a complete newbie to online advertising, because you need to be able to generate conversions, like purchase conversions, for a couple of dollars each, like $5 or less. Okay, if you are selling full price retail products, then you can afford much more cost per sale. But if you're selling a free plus shipping product and you're charging people $6 shipping and it costs you $3 to fulfill the product, you need to be about between $3 and $5 per sale if your funnel's going to at least break even after all the steps. If it's costing you $10 or $12 to get a conversion on a free plus shipping offer that pays $6, you're going to struggle and you're going to lose money, and you need to be able to recognize that and adjust your funnel or adjust your advertising to kind of at least get to break even as soon as possible. Okay, so you need a You need a target market defined that is in a niche. In my opinion, this is the best case scenario. Okay, so if if you're just trying to do like the kind of like general e-com strategy where you're selling, you're basically just selling whatever people will buy, free plus shipping or not. You're just finding products that sell. Again, if you're doing that and you're building up this list of people that are just buying from this general store, and you have other campaigns selling other unrelated products, the value of the big list that you're building cheaply with free plus shipping is kind of diminished, because really what you want is a niche list of people who are passionate about a market, who you've acquired through this strategy, through the free plus shipping strategy, and you can then sell them other products over time. Okay, so if you're just trying to sell them you've got a general store and you're trying to sell free plus shipping fidget spinners. All right, great, but what are you going to sell that other person after? Like there's not really any logical thing that comes after that. You don't have any information about that person in terms of what are they actually interested in? What is this person passionate about? Compare that to, you're starting a yoga-based store and you do a free plus shipping yoga offer, and you have a whole line of yoga products lined up that you're going to be releasing over the next few months, or that you have ready. Okay, great. You build up this buyer list in the yoga niche with free plus shipping, knowing that they're already going to like your other products that you have. Okay, so that is another big one, and that's pretty much it. You just need to how would I put this? You kind of need to have a positive mindset on brand building, not making a quick dollar. That really sums it up. Okay, this is kind of like really just saying what I've already said in another way, but this really sums it up for me. So you need to have a positive, brand-focused mindset, not just doing free plus shipping because you heard some guy made $10,000 doing it. Okay, you can build a brand, put a good offer in front of a good market, and they will like you for it. They will honestly believe that they're getting a good deal, and they should be getting a good deal. And then you can build on that goodwill, okay? And build it over time. So I guess the last one was more related to actually making this profitable and things like that. You should have some kind of understanding of funnels and metrics, all right? Because you want to be able to give yourself as good a chance as possible as actually making money on this free plus shipping entry point to your business. And the way that you do that is by having a real funnel, not just by putting up one free plus shipping product and they either buy it or they don't. You want to be getting people to buy multiple products within your funnel, upsells, downsells, so that even though someone enters a product enters the funnel thinking, oh great, I'm going to get this product for free, this is awesome. When they actually get into the funnel, they do get the product for free, but then it's like, okay, well, this brand's also giving me this for like this percentage off if I buy today, and I can get this upsell, which is like super relevant to the thing that I've just got for free. This is awesome, and before you know it, they spend $50 with your brand, with the entry point being free plus shipping, but they're happy about it because you're selling them products that they're passionate about in a niche that they're interested in, and they're getting a great deal on the free plus shipping. So that's how you need to think about it. It's not a fly-by-night kind of short-term, let's try and make 5K in the next like 7 days by making 5,000 sales at $1 profit each. That's not how I would recommend that you do it, and there's not really any long-term potential there, and you can't really build a brand off that. So yes, you can build brands off free plus shipping. This massive multi-million dollar brand built their business on free plus shipping. We've built a few, and we've seen our clients do well with a few too. There's a bunch out there on Facebook. You can see the guys who are doing it well and the guys who are just trying to make a quick buck. But yes, it can be done, and I hope this provides you with some guidelines on whether they should be doing it or not. Now, throughout this video, I've mentioned a few times that your strategy and your funnel and stuff needs to be dialed in if you're going to actually do this right and have a chance of putting yourself at break even or better, okay? And what that essentially means is selling people more than the free plus shipping offer. You need upsells, you need related products, you need to give them as many opportunities as possible while they're in buying mode to buy other related products that they like and that makes sense for them to buy, given the fact that they're going through your funnel, okay? So we have designed a funnel that we use for all our free plus shipping campaigns, for all of our e-commerce full price campaigns, our discount campaigns, any kind of e-commerce campaign. We've designed a funnel that we use internally, that we use for our clients, and that we actually give away here on our channel too. It is a ClickFunnels template. You can use it at the bottom of this video. Under the description, there's a link. It will take you to this funnel. I'll show you the landing page so you can see what it's like. You might have seen it in some of our other videos. Basically, it is a very beautiful free plus shipping template with a load of placeholder stuff where you can go in and change your product, change the benefits, and use our proven structure, our upsell flow, and things like that. You have an order form here, upsell confirmation page. We have other videos going through this funnel in depth. There's also a link to a blog post below that goes through this funnel in depth. So use this funnel for your brand. It is proven, it works, it looks good. Just customize it with your products, etc. And you can have this customized in a couple of hours and ready to test with Facebook ads, okay? So basically the link below this video will copy this exact funnel in an editable form into your ClickFunnels account so you can use it straight away. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account already, the link below this video will open you a free 14-day trial account with this funnel already loaded in it, okay? So that's the only way to get this funnel if you don't have a ClickFunnels account. You will get the free 14-day trial, so you'll have 2 weeks to decide if you want to use ClickFunnels or not and pay for it after the 14 days. In that time, you can obviously customize this funnel, test it out for your business, see if you like it. So yeah, that's what I'd suggest, and I hope this video gave you some clarity on free plus shipping, when you should use it and when you should not. And check out our other videos on e-commerce, free plus shipping, and all things ClickFunnels, Shopify, and Facebook advertising. All right, thanks.